Hello and welcome to the Sketching Greyhound. We will together enter the Matrix today. This is Jesse asking you to choose between red and blue pill. If you're ready to take the red pill, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. But now let's get started. The Matrix. Yeah, well, film with a interesting history, I would say. The first Matrix movie, I think almost everybody will agree on that. This was quite the masterpiece. This was something very special, not only in the visual style, which definitely is, with the slowing down of time effect and stuff like that. A little bit much of the green tint, but it showed the contrast between the outside world and the Matrix. So a lot to talk about that. If you want me to talk about something like that about the Matrix, let me know, but I won't go into too much depth there. The movie is very visually striking. Let's leave it at that. But also the plot is quite, I would say, also special, so because it's quite interesting and it is an allegory for different things. It is quite the deep movie. And then there was the second and third one, which answered questions that nobody really wanted to have answered, at least not in this way, shape or form. We were discussing recently, actually, with friends, what if we wanted to rewatch The Matrix, and I asked the whole trilogy. And they said, what trilogy? There was only one movie. And I think that's a sentiment that a lot of people actually share. There was only one Matrix movie, wasn't there? And now there will be a fourth. Isn't that exciting? That's at least actually what I thought before I saw the trailer. To find the picture for this video, I actually did not watch the trailer before I decided to draw it like this. I saw the trailer and I'm almost sorry to say, but I'm a little bit excited for the movie now. It looks like there is again a lot of visually striking things there, like they really want to try and reinvent the stylishness and the visual flair of the movie. And you could almost interpret the trailer as if they are pulling something like, what you normally do not like that much, like in the end of a season or in the beginning of a second movie or something, that the character awakes or remembers or has, because of amnesia, everything is reset and nothing really happened. And I think a lot of people are hoping that this will be happening in any shape or form in the fourth movie. But it looks at least as if they managed to start the movie at a starting point that might make the second or third movie not as relevant. So you can, if you choose to, forget about them and just start into this. And I hope they play a little bit more with the mythology and keep it a mythology and not trying to answer everything and describe everything in detail, is my hope for the movie at least. By the way, did you know that Sean Connery was supposed to play the architect in the Matrix movies? He did not understand the script, so he did not go for it. Same actually as with Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. He was also supposed to play that. He said to the New Zealand Herald in 2012, actually, I read the book, I read the script, I saw the movie, I still don't understand it. So he did not really understand the role, and then he did not went for it. And the same was true for the Matrix and the architect role. He did not understand it, so he didn't want to play it. And unfortunately for him then, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which is also a comic book movie, but it's not very good. If you do not expect anything, it's a fun popcorn movie, but it's nothing special. And that's the one that he played in, because for the same reason. He did not understand the script, he did not understand where the movie wanted to go, but he did not want to miss out on the next big thing. And that was kind of the lapse in judgment, I would say. But I have to say, I don't understand in this context. I never understood the sentiment. I didn't understand it. I don't understand it. I think that's just nicely saying I found it dumb. It doesn't make sense to me in the way that I don't like it. And this is just crazy talk or something like that. And honestly, then it's probably a good thing that he didn't play it. He was an outstanding actor. He would have been able to play a role that he hated if he was forced to do. But I'm not sure that's the best idea, so it's probably for the best. Anyway, I have not seen a movie with Keanu Reeves for quite some time, so I'm looking forward to seeing him again, actually. I have not seen the John Wick movies, and believe it or not, I have not seen it because I know that in the beginning there is not the best future outlook for a puppy. So honestly, that's the main reason why I have not started to watch that movie yet. I could probably jump over that though. I perhaps should. What do you think? Is that a movie that you enjoyed? Have you seen John Wick? But yeah, I have not seen those. So the last, I don't even know which is the last Keanu Reeves movie that I've seen. So I'm looking forward to this one now. I have played Cyberpunk though. Don't know if you know that game. I have not finished it, but he is playing in that game a little bit more than I expected when it was announced. I thought it was kind of a cameo or something, but he plays a full-fledged character that has quite some involvement in the story. So that was actually pretty cool. About the picture though, I selected 2 Neo pictures, so I had to watch the trailer because there was not really a good close-up photo I could find just in the image search, so I watched the trailer and grabbed this picture right out of there, which coincidentally is not that different than another one I found in the image search, but whatever. I needed to really get again for this 2 faces concept, 2 pictures where he looks ideally into the same direction so that they can be combined in a good way, and these 2 they really fit well to each other. So I was quite happy with the selection I had for this picture. It is again with this slight angle like the Hulk. It's almost the same angle. I thought about removing it or changing it, but I think it works quite well, and it might have looked strange if I would have taken that out of there. So yeah, I think that works well enough. I went with the older Keanu Reeves on the gray paper because there is a lot of reflection in the hair and everything where I could really go out of my way with the white. And the younger Neo, there is a lot of black in there, the hair, the sunglasses, which I today still find quite stylish actually. And his clothes, so they are very dark, very black, so I could really go to town with my Blackstone pencil. So that's why I decided for these pictures and how they are arranged and on which paper I've drawn them. I had to adjust the hairline a little bit, or not the hairline, the hair in general, because you see for the longest time I have not really drawn anything of the hair that's not on the picture, because I'm not that good in inventing stuff. So I did not originally plan to do that, but my test audience was not that convinced of the version without the added hair. So there were comparisons with Beavis and Butthead, which I did not appreciate, so I added hair. Did I make it better? Did I make it worse? I think everybody can decide for themselves. It looks a little bit more complete, that is the minimum. But yeah, honestly, I think that's all that I can tell you about this picture. So I would say this is our Neo. Well, he looks a little bit like he's torn. But anyway, I think he's pretty okay. Am I in love with the hair I had to invent here? Definitely not. Does it look better than before? I think so. So that's kind of a plus. I think I'm okay with the picture. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this whole video. I really appreciate you being here. I hope I'll see you in the next video, perhaps in the one that is recommended in a couple of seconds. Thank you so much, have the greatest of days, and goodbye.